My name is Amanda. I am doing a intro video for a project pan that I am embarking on for this year. It's the Pan 20 in 2020. So I have about 22 products. Some are samples, but basically I'm just trying to either use up these products or hit the metal pan at the bottom of like the powder products and stuff. But basically there's a great community here on YouTube that encourages you to use up what you have, use up the products that you've spent money on instead of just continually buying new things and trying out new things. Just enjoy the things you know you like and try to use them up and use that as accomplishment rather than, for me, it was always a fear. Oh, I like this, so I'm scared to use it up. But I'm trying to change my mentality, really go through, really kind of understand the perspective of how long it takes to go through makeup instead of just like, oh, I'm going to get this new concealer where this other concealer is going to take a whole year to use up. So just my first experience to try to just kind of change my mentality and relationship with makeup and shopping. But anyway, I'll just kind of jump in. I'll just try to quickly go through these products. I'm going to talk about them in kind of generally the order that I would put on makeup. So the first one is a face lotion. This is the bareMinerals Smart Combination Smoothing Lightweight Emulsion. It's pretty new to me. I really do like the way it makes my skin feel. It kind of sinks in. It's not really heavy, but it's moisturizing enough for my kind of more dry skin. Next is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. This is kind of more of a smoothing primer, so not necessarily for oil or oily skin, but it's just kind of something that kind of smooths your face and kind of probably makes your makeup last longer. But I'm just not sure if primers are really my shtick because I just never feel like using them, and every time I put them on I'm just curious if it even does anything by the end of the day. And I don't have like a really insane life that my makeup is being like pushed to the limit, so we'll see. If I don't really care, I'll just might stop buying primers altogether. Next is the Physicians Formula Organic Wear BB Cream. It's about a little over halfway through, so I'm trying to use this guy up. It's just a nice lightweight BB cream. It kind of sets down okay. A lot of times I do like to put on powder because it stays a little tiny bit tacky, so I just like to put something on to kind of help that just feel like it's set, and then before I put other products on top of it. This is the Jane Iredale Liquid Minerals foundation. It's very lightweight. It's like little beads of pigment that are suspended in hyaluronic acid, so it is really good for drier skin, but it's by itself I don't love it since it is so lightweight. It really doesn't cover anything, so I normally combine it with a Jane Iredale PurePressed Base in the color Radiant. This is just a pressed foundation powder. I really do like the combination of both of those. One's more moisturizing and light, and one's a little bit heavier if you were just going to use it all by itself, but I just kind of lightly brush it over that one. So I like those two together. Another little combo that I've been liking is the Juice Beauty Phyto-Pigments Flawless Serum Foundation, and I use it in conjunction with the Fitglow VitaActive foundation. This is a little sample. One's a little dark, a little warm, one's a little light and a little cool. So these together have been a really nice combination. Also the Juice Beauty, it feels a little heavy by itself, so I haven't really been loving to use that all by itself, and also the color's off. So using those together, just a little bit from each of those. So those will probably take me a surprisingly long time to get through just because I'm using like a dot of each of them, blend them together, and then apply them. But just a really nice, natural kind of satin look to the skin. Next, similar products. One is the BECCA, I always forget what this is called, Under Eye Brightening Corrector. So it's like their little pink corrector. That you really don't have to use that much at all. Same with this guy. It's the Jane Iredale Active Light Under Eye Concealer. This I would say is more of a brightener. It doesn't really have a lot of coverage by itself, but I really like to use it with this product, which is just a sample. But this is the Fitglow Conceal Light. This is a little concealer sample that I got that I'm sure is going to last me a while because you barely have to use any, but it does a really good job of not settling in these like little fine lines that I have under my eyes. So that I plan on buying the full size when I'm done with that, and maybe when I'm like finish another concealer. I'm not sure how strict I'm going to be with myself, but I am trying to do a low buy, like a beauty budget kind of thing where I'm just really planning out what if I need anything, but kind of just plan out instead of just impulse buying like I have in the past. Next is two powders. So one is the Lolo Finishing Powder in Translucent Silk. This is a deluxe travel sample, so there's quite a bit in there. One is the RMS Untinted Powder, and this is a little sample, just barely any in there. I'm just not great at using powder, so it's also kind of similar to that primer trick that I'm trying to see if that's something that should be in my, routine, or if I don't notice anything, maybe just save it to summer when I'm more sweaty, if it, on warm days and stuff. So that's just something that I'm kind of just testing out. As of right now, I do prefer the Lolo just because it's so light, and it is a finishing powder rather than setting. So it's not trying to absorb oil. It's just kind of, just kind of finishing, just kind of setting things just a little bit without really trying to sit and absorb oil. But regardless what I use, I've been loving this Jane Iredale Pommisst hydration spray. It's a great setting spray. It's a very, very strong smell. It chokes me out almost every time I use it. But I just really, really like it, just to kind of meld everything together and set everything down. That's kind of essential with some of these powders, is to just kind of spray something just to kind of take away that kind of cast of just kind of powdery look. Next is a fantastic blush that I've been using. It looks like I haven't been really using it at all, but I really do like it, and I have been using it quite a bit. It's the Honest Beauty cream blush in Rose Pink, and it's just a fantastic blush. Good everyday color. I'm wearing it today, and it is just wonderful. Next is the Jane Iredale. It's a bronzer. It's in the color Rose Dawn. Basically just strips of color. I actually use this on my eyes. You can use it as a highlighter, a blush. I use it for everything but a bronzer, what I consider a bronzer. What I've been using for a bronzer is the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. This is ancient. It's the little Benefit box kind of collection stuff. So I have already hit pan, so I want to use this up this year. But yeah, it is just it's old, and I need to just get it out. I have two highlighters. So one is also pretty old, but it's still doing really good. This is the Balm Mary-Lou Manizer. I have used this so much, and I have a little bit of a dent, but it looks pretty new. But I want to just kind of use that up this year. This is the RMS. It's actually technically their eye polish, so you would use this as like a cream eyeshadow, but I've been using this as a highlighter. I don't really love it on my eyes because I have deep set eyes, so my eyeshadow already tends to crease, so I prefer to use this as a highlighter. It just kind of has, so I actually use both highlighters today. A little kind of brush with the Mary-Lou Manizer, and then I put this on top, and it just kind of adds, looks a little more skin-like. It's kind of dramatic a little bit, but this is in the color Lunar, and yeah, so I have a dip in it. I want to maybe use it up. That might be adventurous, but I also use it just a little under my brow bone as well. For eyes, I just have two things. So I've been using a little bit, sometimes using the Hoola Bronzer as like a transition color just before I put all because it's nice and matte, and it's a nice kind of mid-tone brown. I've been using that to just kind of start off with the brown. But before I put anything on, I use the Wet n Wild eyeshadow primer, and I've been really, really liking that. That's basically my favorite eye primer I've ever used. And then I didn't use this today, but this is also a sample. It's the RMS eye polish in Lucky. This is just a gorgeous kind of vibrant bronzy kind of shade, and I want to kind of use that more this year to just also see if the creasing is terrible, or oh hi baby, or if I can just kind of go with it. This is a Nude Sticks. It's their lip and cheek pencil. This is in the color Sin. It's what I'm wearing. It's just a really vibrant kind of hot pink color. And I've been trying to put this on top because these are very, very matte. Last a long time. They're almost like a liquid lipstick. But I've been putting the, also a sample, the Fitglow Beauty lip serums. This is in the color, or lack of color, Night. So this is like their night serum, but I've been really liking using it to just kind of add a little moisture and a little more kind of satin look to the lips, a little more lifelike. Just to finish everything off and just kind of keep it a little bit more wearable. I think that about does it. So yeah, basically I'm just trying to change my relationship with shopping, and just try to be just kind of slow things down when it comes to consuming, and just really use what I have and really just kind of enjoy the products, because I'm trying to go more clean beauty. So a lot of these products are an investment and, you know, need to be used up sooner than later. Sorry, baby. But yeah, anyway, so I am going to weigh all these things progressively just to kind of track my progress, and I'll do periodic updates. Since I have a little guy, I'm not sure how often I'm going to be doing videos, because it is kind of a process to get these things going. But anyway, hopefully you liked the video, and I will see you guys later. Bye.